tumbling, 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 tumbling down. Yeah, buddy, and yeah. Grammy's flying outhouse. There you go. That's actually a little bit more dangerous than my flying monkeys, don't you know? Ho! Hey there, hi there, ho there, everybody. It is a Freaker Friday. Woohoo! I am so glad it's Friday. And y'all are listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair here on RealLibertyMedia.com, Channel 3. Also on, RLM TuneIn and RLM Internet Radio and RLM Spreaker Channel. And holy crapanoli, I'm going out everywhere and scaring the bejeebers out of people. Y'all better get your depends, that's all I can say. Because it kind of sort of depends on my mood as to if I'm going to make you shit yourself or not. Or maybe I will. I don't know. Huh. Okay, let's see. What's going on? That effing site is having issues. Bummer, dude. Oh, that's right. RLMradio.xyz. There you go. That's the other channel that we're on. It's the other white meat. Kind of like pork or chicken or turkey or gobble, 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 gobble. Yeah, that was John Cougar Mellencamp. Yeah. Whoever told him to do that cougar shit? Seriously, dude? Can guys be cougars? Oh, it's Saturday there. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. Stick your head in dog do. Oh, I want to say that so bad to Trumpelstiltskin and Shillery. Yeah. Yeah, those two. God, I'm getting really tired of this crap. And how many more months do we have of this shit? Maybe that's why they're doing this. You know, so people want to just gouge their eyeballs out or something. Or stick ice picks in their ears or... Wow. No, I don't want to do any of that kind of dangerous, nasty, icky stuff because, yeah, it hurts and it'll leave a mark. Hi, Rascal. I know you're helping. Oh, yeah, talking to my kitty cat. By the way, my new grand kitty has a name now. Just so you know. My daughter not wanting to be one-upped by some of the other silly pet names that I read off the other day, decided that his name, they think it's a him, because it's still kind of young to be able to tell, but his name is Oliver McSnugglebum. So, poor little kitty. Does she not realize that when that kitty cat goes to kitty cat school, it's going to have to write all that shit out? Good Lord. Why do you do that to your poor little kitty? Oh, I'm going to pick on her. Okay, over here on Fakey Book, I see, hey, Margaret is here. Hey there, Margaret. How you doing this evening? Long time no see, sweetie. I also see Weeda is here as well as Miri B. And I also see for one last time for the slower members of the audience, you know who you are, or maybe you don't, and that's the problem with the world today. Yeah, we're going to put it all squarely on your shoulders because, well, you know, you already got that yoke and the ball and chain, so you can handle it, right? In any case, just in case y'all hadn't figured it out yet, Trumpelstiltskin and Clinton are on the same damn side. Or, if you want to look at it another way, they're on either side of us. We're stuck in the middle. Clowns to the left, jokers to the right. The only problem is they are poo slingers. They are professional poo slingers. They're PPSs. And, yeah, as they wallow around in the depths of the outhouse, slinging poo in the general direction of their opponent, we are stuck in the middle with broken umbrellas, trying to dodge what's going all around us. Not fun. Not fun. I'm getting really tired of the pungent aroma. Let's just put it that way. I see you, Kiki. Yeah, ouch, honey, baby girl. Let me see. Oh, David is trying to clue me in. Not my brother, David. I don't want to know vermin. No, David, I do not want to know vermin. David thought that I was yelling at him when I said, remember, when you point the finger of blame slash shame, you have three more fingers pointing back at yourself. Because he's having an issue with Shitlery and Trumpelstiltskin as well. And so he wanted to know if I condoned what they're doing. And it's like, no, no. Okay, F-bomb alert. I'm just going to warn you right now. Fuck no, I don't condone any of this bullshit. I'm tired of all of them. I'm voting me, M-E. I am writing in two letters, M-E. And, I think it would be really, really cool if people really seem to think they just have to get out there and punch that Chad, although I don't know what Chad ever did to you, but go punch him or poke that button or color inside that little circle, but make sure you stay inside the lines because you can't read it if you go outside the lines, and use your number 2 pencil. Good little monkey that you are. Yes. If you feel that you must go do that, just write in 2 little letters, M-E. I would love to see how in the hell they're going to figure that shit out if the bulk of the population just wrote in M-E. I'd really like to know what the hell they would do. Although I'm sure by some miraculous phenomenon only known to the programmers or whatever the hell in the depths of DC hell, they're probably the only ones that would understand how that Emmy would miraculously turn into Shitlery. It's just the way it works, apparently. Thank you, Barman of Effin fame and of RLM fame, for sharing me over there on Twitter. And guess what, y'all? I have 325 stalkers now. Oh, it's the little things in life that just make it worth living, isn't it? Oh, damn. Trumpelstiltskin just tweeted, even Bill is tired of the lies. It's sad. Which, yeah, I think, that pic, Slick Willie fell asleep in one of her speeches. And I'm thinking, wow, how sad is your life when you have gotten to the point where you're so used to that voice that you can fall asleep to it. Lord, that's just, wow. That's really sad. At least in my books it is. Let's see. Just checking to make sure don't have nothing else going on over there on Fakey Book before I come over here and say, hey. Oh, Moosey, you think they'll throw them out? No, they have to count write-ins. That's in their rules. They have to count the write-ins. It's not that they will actually make them count, but they do have to count them. Or at least pretend like. Hey, there you go, RLM 88553, which I think is actually somebody in incognito. In incognito. What's that? What's the stat for how many people actually vote? Oh, God damn, that's like suck ass. 57.5%. Wow, that totally. Wow. That's a lot more people voted than I thought would. I really don't care on the national level anymore because it really doesn't make a damn bit of difference. Because either way, you're not going to get any lubrication and you're not going to get any toilet paper either. Yeah, it's not going to be a good thing. Okay, over here in the RLM, right there up top, the one, the only, the missionary man, Asmo, who is a trained professional at being on top, apparently. Closely followed by Barman. 57.5% of registered voters. Now, is that actually 57.5% of the population? Because how many of those registered voters are dead? And how many of them are registered to vote in multiple locations? Inquiring minds would like to know. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, I also see the lovely Beth A is over here, as well as Cowboy Tech. Hey there, darling. You hearing pleasant voices this evening? I hope so. I seen a outhouse floating around earlier. You better watch it. I also see Grimner is here, who is the creator of RLM. He is the radio god, is what he is. I also see the lovely Moose Girl is here, and you know what? Grimmy and Moose are going to be on later this evening with the Freakers Ball, so be sure to stick around because that's always a damn good time. And I do believe this is Solomon night, isn't it? Solomon will be calling, and we will get those words of wisdom from him. I like listening to Solomon. He's always got something really, really interesting to share. I also see the lovely Kate is here. How extremely balmy, that's a good way to put it, balmy, is it down in your neck of the woods today, dear? Because you know out here, I don't think it broke 80 all day. And I'm thinking, bada bing, bada boom. That's not bad. I'm enjoying it. You know, for the end of July, that's not too bad. We had off and on rain today, so, crap-a-noli, I forgot to shut off one of my sound effects. How dare I? Shut off now. I'm registered to vote, and I'll be voting on local issues, but I will not be voting on the national. And before you give me the ration of shit about that, no, it doesn't make a shitting bit of difference either way. If I were to vote for Shitlery, if I were to vote for Trumpelstiltskin, if I were to vote for either one of those ass munches, then that would be my way of saying, oh, sure, I go along with the system. No, I don't. Now, I will vote on local issues because those are issues that directly affect me. So I will go in and vote on those, but I'm not going to, yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. Miscalculations? That's true, Miss Kate. Many aren't eligible to vote, but they register anyway. And you know, isn't that funny? You don't, demon craps don't want you to have to show some kind of ID to vote, but you have to show some kind of photographic ID in order to get into the demon crap little shindig that they had that was only half full. That is true. Incognito man. Okay. Oh, hey. A friend of mine taught his dog how to fetch from his neighbor's fridge. Hey, that's a good one. Okay. Let me get back to saying hey there, hi there, ho there. Because, yeah, I get so easily distracted, don't you know? I also see Trust No One is here. I miss my Darth. Where is my Darth? And looky there, Chalcedony is here. I'm still pondering that moment when I woke up early and actually saw Chalcedony speak or type or however you should put that. The lovely Circolo is here. Thank you for staying up late, my dear. Or did you actually take a nap so that you could wake up and listen? Another inquiring minds time kind of thing. Eligible people? Are there eligible? Are there creatures out there that are eligible to be people? Cool. What do they look like? Do they look different from us? If they're different, we must hate them. We must despise them because they're different. I also see Chloe is here. Hey there, lady. How you doing this evening? And looky there, IB Don C is here as well. Oh, wow. 15%. 30% of the people, so 15% of the people pick the puppet. Oh, hey, say that 3 times fast. Wow, Grimmy, it's nice and bursy in your neck of the woods. I don't know what the heck temperature is here. Okay, back to hey there, hi there, ho there. Java Doctor 2 is here. Java. As well as Pay Bunyan. Have you been hacking any trees lately? You know, that's way worse than hacking a hairball, don't you know? RLM 8855-3, which is 10, 26, 29, 2 plus 9, 11, 2. RLM 2, that's what you reduce down to, darlings. That's what I'm going to call you. He's here. I know that's a he. I know, I know. I'm psychotic. I mean, psychic like that. I also see Solvanor is logged in, but Solvanor is probably sleeping because Solvanor's got to get up early tomorrow because he's got a radio show to do. Okay, it's early for me, afternoon for him. Um. Oh, Circles, you're so sweet. Ah, every time I see you, you make me feel so much better because it's like, oh, there's a nice lady. She's such a nice lady. I feel like I should do a Jerry Lewis voice when I say that. Hey there, nice lady. Oh, that sucked. Okay, I also see Aliased is here from Down Under, as well as yours truly is here getting constantly distracted, which is what I do. As well as Juana Taco. Hey there, sweetheart. You know, I didn't have taco for supper, and I'm probably not going to do that this weekend either because I think I've got my brother talked into Chinese. I really do. I also see the lovely Miri B is here. Hey there, woman. How are things down in your neck of the woods? Is it warming up just a skosh for you down there? Not Really Here has just chimed in. Hey there, I think I know who that is too, but I'm not telling. It's a secret. So there. I also see to round out the crew another Anon, RLM 95466. Hey there, sweetheart. Welcome aboard. And I hope I do not disappoint, although, you know, it's been known to happen. Oh, looky, there's Charles Krauthammer. I didn't realize Charles is in a wheelchair. I saw him in a wheelchair, a picture of him in a wheelchair the other day, and it's like, is Charles really in a wheelchair all the time? That was rather unusual, and I saw it on the internet, so it must be true, right? Right. Okay. Aw, bless his heart. Okay. Let's see, who else is here? Hi, Randy. How you doing this evening, hon? Hope you're having an absolutely... Oh, what was that? What was that? Nope. Never mind. I will go later. And my Twitter is just going... It's doing its Obama impersonation. Okay. Oh, shit. Ooh, somebody just showed a picture of looking like Shitlery doing the little ball dancing, and we all know how people are when they do that really inflatable ball dancing. That's what strippers do. Ew, the mental image just really, really ruined my night. Ah! Okay, I don't think I really put a whole heck of a lot in my pocket in the last couple of days. So I don't have a whole hell of a lot to talk about. I did have Grammy remove the phone number from my little thingy because I got a little notice letting me know that my premium Skype after the 1st is going to be no more. And it's like, oh, he is? I did not know that. Thank you very much. Not Really Here. In any case, I'm not going to do that Skype phone number thingy anymore. So, Grimmy removed it. And it's like it was getting used ever so much anyway. So it's like, what the hell? I don't really need that shit on there. And I really don't need to be spending that money. Because, hey, I got other things I can spend that money on. Okay. I am going to go to one that my brother Choey shared with me yesterday, I believe. He sent it in an email to me. It is from townhall.com, and I believe it's written by John Stossel, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is. I like John Stossel. I like his mustache. Hey there, Miss Chloe again. Okay, this is called Clinton Cash, which, yeah, those people, they are a shining example of what you don't want to grow up to be. And yeah, that's right, Graham. I don't have a ding-a-ling. I am one, but I don't have one. Does that make cosmic sense? in one way or another. What the hell did you just share? Jesus Palomino. And yeah, the dork table will be on tomorrow as well. We will be here. I'm going to head out to my mother's as soon as we get done. So, okay, getting back to this from townhall.com, John Stossel. This week, as Democrats, or as I like to call them, demon craps, fawn all over Hillary Clinton, I'm struck by how both Clintons continue to thrive despite their remarkable record of sleazy dealings. The just-released documentary, Clinton Cash, based on a book by Peter Schweizer, explained how they make big money by selling access to themselves. Yes, I see. Thank you ever so much, lovely Circling. How much was the Skype number? I think it was like $70, Grim, but it's kind of a protest thing because it was coming out of my Spreaker, or not my Spreaker, my PayPal account, and I'm protesting my PayPal account because certain other individuals actually know that PayPal account, and so I'm not using it. I know I could set up another one, and I might. I don't know yet. In any case, thanks there, Circles. I see that. I do have a Google number, though, and I may do that. I don't know. You suffer? Yeah, you should suffer. Okay, back to, where was I? See, you guys distract me and then I forget what the hell I was doing. Oh, yeah, right. Like, I'm going to blame it on you. There's that whole 3 fingers pointing back at me thing again, isn't it? Okay, this documentary explains how they make big money by selling access to themselves, which I'm thinking a fool and his money is soon parted. If you really seriously want to pay money just to have access to those two, yeah. In a conversation, Schweitzer told me how the Clintons use speaking fees to get around bribery laws. If somebody gave a politician or family member money for a favor, that's breaking the law. But if you say their speaking fee and you pay double or triple the normal rate, that seems to be legal. Well, isn't it amazing how fluid legal is? Yeah. It's called the Hershey Squirts, for those of you that don't know. Since Bill Clinton left office, he has earned more than $126 million with an M giving speeches. Wow. That's just amazing. Nothing wrong with that, because Bill likes to talk, and if people want to pay big bucks to hear him or just say that they were near him, so be it. It's their money. I'm thinking I'm not getting within 20-foot pole reach of that creeper, because damn, he will chase anything in a skirt. I mean, Christ, he married Hillary. Ew. But what suggests influence peddling, says Schweitzer, is that both Hillary, or before Hillary became Secretary of State, Bill's usual fee was less than $200,000. No fucking way would I pay that kind of money. Or would I go somewhere where that was the fee to get him to come and go, you look pretty in that blue dress. But after Hillary became Secretary of State, he made as much as $750,000 per speech. How much is that per word? Because Billy's, seriously, his vocabulary ain't that big. Not to be worth that kind of money. That's evidence that people paying him expect to get something in return, says Schweitzer. She becomes appointed Secretary of State. A friend of the president of Nigeria suddenly offers Bill $700,000 apiece for 2 speeches. Very interesting. An investment firm in Moscow that's tied to the Kremlin, who had never paid for him to speak before, suddenly gave him 500 grand. And those are just two of the many examples cited in Clinton cash. Sometimes the Clintons launder the money through the Clinton Foundation. It's collected more than $2 billion with a B to improve global health and wellness. Yeah, we all know how they want to do that shit, don't we? Good buds with Bill and Melinda Gates. Something to do with them Georgia Guidestones? Agenda 21. Oh, gosh darn. My tinfoil hat's just a wee bit snug again today, isn't it? But Sean Davis of the Federalist examined the Clinton Foundation's records and concluded that only about 15% of the money goes to actual charity work to help needy people, which is actually a better percentage than the Red Cross. It's a better percentage than probably 90% of the charitable organizations out there. Just putting that out there as well. Most is spent paying Clinton cronies and other well-connected people to schmooze with governments and charities, which supposedly helps those governments and charities help people. But I doubt it helps much. Yeah, it greases palms. You know, kind of like when you send all kinds of, let's go help these poor people in this poverty-stricken nation. Let's go send food to the starving children in Ethiopia. Let's go send supplies to the people in Haiti after the earthquake. And yeah, have you seen Haiti lately? Have you been to Ethiopia lately? Oh, your dollars are helping a bunch, ain't they? Yeah. Oh, hey. And the very next paragraph. Even the earthquake in Haiti became a money-making opportunity for the Clintons. After the earthquake, the Clinton Foundation announced that it would work with the governments and businesses to help rebuild Haiti. Actually, rebuilding has been meager. Quite meager, as in they probably fixed the cracks in the presidential palace. Other than that, it's been like, well, you know, we have to have study groups, and we have to have engineers, and we have to plot this out, and we have to... It just all got ate up in administrative costs, don't you know? Yeah, the Clinton Foundation press release promised an industrial park that would create up to 60,000 jobs. Just 7,000 jobs have been created so far, though. Darn it all. Well, you know, we still are working in committee. But we'll get there. We did not say when we would create them all, did we? I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. What the foundation has managed to do is help Clinton friends. One Irish billionaire, Dennis O'Brien, runs Digicel. Is that what it's called? It's a company that wanted a grant to build Haiti's cell phone network. I hereby grant you. 4 weeks after their application, says Schweitzer, Digicel sponsored a speech for Bill Clinton in Jamaica and paid him, wait for it, it was a pittance, only $225,000, only. Within 4 months of that speech, Digicel would receive the first installment of that grant money. Shitlery's brother, Tony Rottingham, even managed to cash in on that. The Haitian government awarded an exclusive gold mining contract to the company called VCS Mining. VCS, says Schweitzer, has no experience in mining, very little experience in Haiti, and it raises the question of all the companies out there, why did Haitian government pick this one company? Because apparently they're really good at picking their nose And my mama always used to say, "Are you digging for gold?" That's the only way I can see that one working out. Nose pickers of the world unite and go to work for VCS because you digging for gold there, dude. They got jobs for you. The Clintons will tell you that it had nothing to do with the facts. That Shitlery's brother got a job with VCS and the chairman happens to be a democratic donor. Nothing at all. It's just a quinky dink. The worst example in Clinton cash, says Schweitzer, is the Ericsson telecom deal. The Swedish company Ericsson was in trouble with the State Department because it sold telecom equipment to repressive regimes. You know, us calling another regime repressive is kind of like the pot calling the kettle black, ain't it? Says Schweitzer, WikiLeaks cables showed that the State Department sort of busted up the Swedish foreign minister, saying that you need to get Ericsson into line. Ericsson decides that this would be a great time to sponsor a speech by Bill Clinton. They'd never done so before, but wow, they just got thinking, I'll bet he would be a damn good speaker, and we've got all these blondes over here. They decided to go big. 750 clamaroonies. Wow. All that for a 20-minute speech. Wow. Okay, barman, would you calculate that out for me? How much did he make a minute? 20 minutes for 750 grand. I'd go talk for a minute if I got paid on those rates. Hell, I'd talk for longer than that. I'd talk for the full 20 minutes for a 1-minute fee. Because I'm kind of cheap like that. Bill gives the speech, and literally 7 days later, the State Department comes out with a statement saying, we're not going to take further action against Ericsson. We're going to ask them to police themselves because, yeah, that's worked out so well in the past, hasn't it? Yeah. Good old Shitlery. She would like you to believe that electing a woman, means you've picked an outsider who will put a stop to Washington favoritism. Don't believe it. I hope Clinton cash gets the attention it deserves, which means it's probably not going to. But there you have it. It really is kind of a sad situation that we have so many people that see this shit. I mean, seriously, they see this and they go, nuh-uh, you're just picking on her because she's got female parts. Uh-oh, RLM 95466 has left the building. Bye. What? What you talking about? Trust no one. Okay, let me see. Dorks, geeks, nerds, and started riff-raff assemble. Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, you're not alone at the dork table, alone and abandoned. Okay. Oh, Chelsea's not Bill's daughter? Well, I could kind of believe that because even Bill's not that unattractive. I'm not saying he's attractive, but wow. Wow. Let's see, 41 years ago. Yeah, I know that, Java Doctor. I do remember reading something about that. That was during the Watergate incident, wasn't it? Let's see. I'm still. Who made a left at Albuquerque? Okay. Okay, key indicators for employment. Now Trump's key indicators for production. Wow. Wow. Dang, that's kind of scary there, Circles. Okay. Let's see. Let me go check this out real quick. Dang, Twitter. Hi, Darwin. How you doing, sweetheart? Hi, Dee. Hi, Dee. See, I say hi, Dee ho, and then I say hi to Dee as well. Da, 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 da. No person should hold power over a nation for this long. Oh, let's go check this shit out, shall we? Representative Leahy, 40 years. Hatch, 38 years. McCuskey, 38 years. Roberts, 34 years. Reed, 32 years. Schumer, 34 years. Grassley, 34 years. Durbin, 32 years. Cochran, 42 years. McConnell, 30 years. Shelby, 36 years. McCain, the lying shame, 32 years. In 1947, Congress limited the president to 2 terms, stating too much power for too long is a threat to freedom. Same holds true for Congress. Yes, it does hold true for Congress, but you know, every single one of you that's out there bitching about how there should be term limits for Congress, you have the power to give them a term limit in your grubby little paws if you would just frickin' do it. Just say no. Every time an incumbent comes up for election, vote for the other guy. I don't give a shit how big of a floater they are. Vote for the other guy. If you insist on going out there and doing that shit, vote for the other guy. If there's an incumbent, get him out. That's called automatic term limits. That's called putting term limits in the people's hands. That's called telling them, kiss 'em my ass. You've been in here too long. That's what you did for me yesterday. You have not done anything for me today. Oh, Lord. Oh, and poor little Bernie. I just scrolled and saw a picture of Bernie. Everybody feels bad for Bernie. Do you hear the violins? I'm sure you do. Poor Bernie. He got cheated. And then poor Bernie, he went ahead and said, you should back Shitlery. 1 month ago. Anything but Shitlery. Now, let's do Shitlery. Uh-oh. Oh, Moosey, he's just my brother. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's true. Not really here, does know where I live. Been here. Oh. And the only way he'd punch me is if he mixed me a punchy kind of drink that would knock me on my ass. That's probably about the only way he'd punch me. But, okay, let me get back to, let me see. Actually, that's kind of a badge of honor to get him to say something like that, because it's like, damn, okay, I pushed a button there. Woohoo! Bonus round. Okay, let's see. Oh, here we go. You know, were there any of those convention thingies in New York this year? Obviously not, but I'm thinking, is New York downstream from Philly? There's a reason I'm asking these inquiring minds kind of questions. Because over here on UPI, a horse poop fire sparked by hot, dry weather. So I'm wondering. Ah, horse shit. So, were there just an awful lot of... I'll let you know, Moosey. He'd have to catch me first. Oh, well, okay. In Throop, New York. Is that how you say that? Throop? Throop, thrope, throop, thrup, ship. Wow, that could be a fun noise. Thwoop, thwoop. Okay, moving along. Environmental authorities in New York State, hot and dry weather conditions caused a large pile of horse poop to spontaneously burst into flames. Oh, Shitlery, please. Trumpelstiltskin, if you guys don't want to go all Michael Jackson or Richard Pryor, no offense to those two guys, if you don't want to kind of go, don't go near New York while it's hot. That could be a fire that we might not be able to put out. Just saying. Not that anybody would really want to, but they'd run around, they'd catch all kinds of other things on fire, and there you go, the whole state would go up. And I actually know a couple of people in New York that I like just a little, like a niece and a friend. So, I really don't want the whole state to go. The city, I'm good with the city. I've never been there, so I don't know anybody in the city. Okay, the State Department of Environment How about we start this over again? Damn. All of a sudden, my mouth decided to go retard. The State Department of Environmental Conservation said an officer responded to the town of Throop on July the 5th to investigate complaints about a foul odor and smell coming from a large pile of burning horse manure. I'm thinking foul odor and smell are the same thing. You really didn't need to say both. Just my thoughts. The officer discovered the owners of the stable had been storing the horse feces in large piles. I wonder what they were storing it for. The owner said the spiles had... The spiles. Oh, yeah. It's going to be one of them nights. The owners said that the piles had spontaneously combusted before, but previously the smells and smoke had been carried away from nearby residents by the wind. So, in other words, we didn't care that our shit caught on fire because nobody could smell it. Yeah, as if your shit don't stink when it's on fire. The flames spread dangerously close to a valley full of dry vegetation and dead trees, the department said. It took 3 local fire departments more than 2 hours to extinguish the burning manure. Okay, so far they've got poop and manure and feces. Come on, we got and shit. And what else do we have? Okay, the stable owners were advised to take measures to mitigate the combustion problem immediately. In other words, spread that shit around, which basically means you need to get into politics. Just saying. If you don't want to get in trouble, get into politics, because that way you can spread your shit everywhere, and people will go, oh, they're just a politician. It's the way that works. Okay. Grimm is on tomorrow? Ah. Oh, Grimm is teching? Ah. Through the roof. Oh, through the roof. Oh, my goodness. You guys are just too funny. Let's see. Through the roof. Oh, catching me is no problem? Oh, that's true. Oh my God. That you're just too funny, Joey. Stomp my guts out my nose, huh? Oh my goodness. That's just way too funny. Okay. Well, if you stomp my guts out my nose, That's going to make a mess. And you know mother's going to make that pterodactyl noise if you do that, so you better not. Oh my goodness, too funny. Y'all are just too funny over here. Now, did I share that? I totally spazzed. Um Oh, a Pink Floyd 27 disc. Oh, wow. Ooh. Mm. You know, I could just sit here and giggle at you guys talking over here in the chat. You're a lot more chatty than you were Wednesday night. It's very quiet in there Wednesday. Um. Okay, I gotta check this shit out. See, I just refreshed my Twitter, and on Rare, let's see, rare.us, apparently a wild brawl broke out on a boat when someone threw a beer can, and it was all caught on camera. Oh, how funny. You know me. Fight! Okay, they were all in the same boat. Angry rental boaters on the Chop Tank River in Maryland came to blows over the weekend after being spotted by witnesses operating so unsafely and appearing very drunk. Oh, they just appeared very drunk? A beer can was hurled at one of the dudes involved. Ah. The recorder and uploader of the video wrote the following of the incident on their Facebook page. So here we go. So, I was riding on the Cambridge Fun Regatta safety boat. Oh, a safety boat. Now they have safety boats go along with your safe space. Wow. When we tried to hail a boat that was getting dangerously close to our sailboat racers and was interfering with the course. They ignored our hailing, and we started to follow them because they were operating so unsafely and appeared very drunk. Madness ensued, and of course, no DNR or Coast Guards were anywhere in the area. Why? Because they were off having donuts. I seriously worried one of them was going overboard. They did over $3,000 worth of damage on their rental boat from the Hyatt Resort rental concessions. Holy shit. Damn. There is a video attached to this if you care to peruse it. That does look kind of funny, though. Wow. People will do anything to get 15 seconds of fame, don't you know? No, it really isn't much of a program if all I do is giggle maniacally. And yet, people listen to me. Go figure. Okay. I'm going to go back to my pocket real quick. Real quick. Yeah. Did you see the videos about the free speech cages? And the articles about that shit? You know, I keep telling people I'm so freaking sick and tired of this, but I keep going back to it. It's like, why? Why do I keep going here? It's to keep the anti-shitlery people away, apparently. Put you in a cage. Hey, guess what? You're in a cage already. It's just this one's actually tangible. Yeah. Yeah. It really looks like freedom, doesn't it? Look at these people. Look at the funny little Bernie people in the zoo. Poke them with a stick. See if they move. Yeah. No, it's protesters exercising their First Amendment rights to shout, hell no, DNC, we won't vote for shitlery. Over and over and over the corrupt dog and pony show that is the democratic National Convention. In a rusty metal cage that looks like something out of a horror film, Silent Hill. Really? It doesn't look that rusty to me, but maybe it's just a really bad picture. It's a sad and pathetic testament to modern American freedom. Oh, we are so free. We are free to walk into a cage to freely express our opinion. Or we're free to stand there and allow ourselves to be placed in a cage to express our freedom of speech. Wow, we're just so free. There's lots and lots and lots of comments at the bottom of this. And there's an editor's comment as well. But it's like, wow. Y'all make me nuts. Okay. Yes. Oh, to see if you. Well, I probably would read some of your hilarious witticisms. Like that one right there. I got no fucking rights? Oh, you got my fucking rights. Well, you know what? That's because you got circles. I don't have none of those because well, we're not going there because I'll get pouty. Oh my. What's going on Figgy Book? Besides this evil Hagatha. British PM threatens Russia with nuclear strike again. Really? Why? Why? Do I really want to read that? No, I don't. I don't want to go there. I just don't. Wow, New York is really being an overachiever this evening because the next thing in the UPI queue is a lawsuit filed in New York over the handling of Dachshund's $100,000 trust fund. So, did they make the Wiener dog eat Wiener schnitzels? Did they make the Wiener dog eat hot dogs and tell it was its cousin or something? That's just cruel. The caretaker for a New York dachshund is suing the executor of the dog's late owner's estate over a $100,000 trust fund meant for the canine. Virginia Hanlon, who inherited stewardship of dachshund Winnie the Pooh when Patricia Bowers died in 2010, said her late friend designated $100,000 of her estate for the care of the dog, which is now 7 years old. However, she said she has received only a few $10 checks for Winnie Pooh's care, despite the dog incurring about $6,000 in annual expenses. What are you feeding this dog? Holy moly. Hanlon blames Harriet Harkavy, the executor of Bowers' estate, for being stingy with Winnie Pooh's money. She said the dog required $5,775 in emergency orthopedic surgery last year, and a reimbursement check from Harkavy initially bounced. Whoa, that's not cool. What the hell happened to all that money? The unavailability of funds, however brief, caused me great concern, Hanlon said in the court papers. She said she was eventually reimbursed with a check that cleared. Hanlon said she believes Harkavy, spell it right. Which way is it spelled, dear? Is trying to win points with her social circle by saving the money to be donated to the Animal Medical Center in Sutton Place after Winnie Pooh's death. What a coup that would have been for Ms. Harkavy, Hanlon wrote in the court filing. She would have been feted and lauded amongst her Sutton Place friends for advancing the payment for such the charity. The lawsuit is seeking financial records for Winnie Pooh's trust and back pay for the canine's care. Harkavy told the New York Post that Hanlon has gotten everything she should by law and by the terms of the trust. She said. This should prove interesting. So people fighting over money for a Wiener Schnitzel dog. It is a cute little puppy, though. Okay, what? Oh, them's privileges? Oh, well, that's true, Grim. Those are privileges. Oh, see how you are, RLM, selling them to a wetback. That's just not cool. Oh. Okay. I don't want to be assimilated. Sorry. Okay. Nope, nothing I'm going to close that one because there ain't nothing going on over there. You know what? I have not been to the pig of late. Let's go see what's going on over there. Let's see what Porcus and Hambo are up to. By the way, I got a notification yesterday, I think it was, and I never know if birthday notifications are people's actual birth date or not. But if yesterday was your birthday, Porcus, happy birthday to you. The word of the day is death. It's a ubiquitous human condition that will invariably detach you from the nanny state gravy train, but need not keep you from voting in Chicago. And that is a booyah for somebody. So see, you keep on living through your vote. Isn't that just wonderful? You are immortal. Under the quotes section, every diminution of the liberty of the press is followed by the diminution of civilization. Is that how you pronounce that word? Probably not, but I did it that way anyway. Whenever we see the freedom of the press interfered with, there we see the nutrition of the human family interrupted. Thank you, Victor Hugo. I understood about half of that. Yeah. Today's question is, sure, you've been drunk, but have you ever been left all your clothes and underpants at the bar as collateral drunk? Wow. Obviously, somebody has been that drunk, or Hambo would not have asked that inquiring. Wow. No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Okay, this date in history. July the 29th, 1957, Jack Paar makes his gala debut as host of The Tonight Show. This is Here's Johnny, by the way. This date in history, 1986, the Big Apple jury has some good news and some bad news for the USFL. Good news? The NFL violated antitrust laws. The bad news? We're giving you $1 in damages. Don't spend it all in the same place. Well, in New York, good luck with that. And finally, this date in history, 1988. Horn dogs from sea to shining sea mourn the closing of the last U.S. Playboy Club. I feel bad. In their rant of the day, let's see. Looks like Hambo and Porcus are going off on the tech terrors. Here in the free state of Pig, we dare to ask the hard questions. We dare to ask, why did user-friendly conveniences like the telephone and television turn against us and make us want to break out old Betsy, then lock, load, and kill the damn things? When did it get so out of control that an entire population was transformed into mind-numbed, instantly gratified techno-trolls? When did we stop being technology consumers and start being technology addicts who will throw Granny under the bus? Thank God he said Granny and not Grammy. To be the first dweeb on the block to own the latest piece of technological crap that's going to be obsolete next week anyway. We call the drivers of this runaway technology bus techno-terrorists. We considered calling them techno-pushers, but thought it might impugn the reputation of those capitalist icons. The street corner drug pusher, you know? Like their drug-dealing counterparts in Big Pharma. Technotherapists, or therapists, technotherapists, good Lord, techno-terrorists know they've got humanity hooked on its relentless technological evolution. Those techno-terrorists are exploiting the techno-addicts' insatiable craving for something newer, faster, bigger, and flashier. As if Flash could be flashier. The techno-terrorists have brainwashed techno-addicts into believing their dazzling new, feature-intensive whiz-bang has transformed into a technological dinosaur the moment they switch it on for the first time. That easily, the craving for more is programmed into the techno-addict. Because techno-addict, like their drugged out counterparts, need a bigger, stronger techno hit to achieve that same techno high. We'll devote most of this rant to the newer techno-terror tykes on the block. So who might they be? If you're a human gene pool improvement enthusiast, you'll be thrilled to hear that there are several new weapons in the Darwinian deselection arsenal. Predictably, the cell phone is ground zero for two up-and-coming new techno-terrors. Our first newcomer is a phenomenon I call selficide. Ooh. Selfie, which is slang for an exercise in digital photography narcissism. It involves tweeting images of yourself because you're an attention whore. See also Kim, Queen of Selfie Kardashian. Selficide is a hamboism. It's the usually fatal exercise in narcissism, and its key elements are a cell phone camera and a hold my beer, watch this mindset. Selficide is everywhere. In Concrete, Washington, a 43-year-old man has died after authorities say he accidentally shot himself in the face while taking selfies. The Skagit Valley Herald reports the man and his girlfriend were photographing themselves with the weapon on Sunday at a residence when he shot himself. The Skagit County Sheriff's Office Patrol Chief Chad Clark says the woman reported that she and the man had taken photos, had taken photos with the gun several times that day, and that the man had loaded and unloaded bullets multiple times. Clark says a bullet apparently remained in the gun the final time he fired. Death by selfie from Fox News. Man falls off a cliff at Machu Picchu while posing for a photo. It's a good. How did they get that selfie? Because I'm thinking the phone was probably just as smashed as he was. A German terrorist fell off a cliff and died Wednesday while posing for a photo at Machu Picchu, the Inca citadel in southern Peru. Oliver Park, 51, had ventured into a restricted area of the tourist spot in the Andes, and despite signs warning people to stay away from the cliff's edge, here's your sign. He asked a fellow tourist to take his photo. Well, that's not necessarily a selfie then, if he's not taking it himself. He then lost his balance and fell 130 feet to his death. Wow. Death by selfie is not as uncommon as one would think. Also this week, and also in Peru, a South Korean tourist fell to his death while taking a selfie in the Amazon rainforest. His falling 1,600 feet off the Gota waterfall, or is that Gokta waterfall? Wow. Wow, that's a long way to contemplate how stupid that last move was. 1,600 feet of, I fucked up. Last year, a Japanese tourist died after falling downstairs while taking a selfie at the Taj Mahal. According to the Washington Post, in March, a Washington man fatally shot himself in the face while taking a selfie with what he believed was an unloaded gun. And the latest cell-based techno terror is a game, the mega popular Pokemon Go, which is most definitely for culling the herd. Definitely. Evan Scribner claims he's now single after his girlfriend discovered he was cheating on her. Thanks to the geolocation feature in the addicting scavenger hunt cell phone game. Scribner told the Post his big mistake was playing the game after canoodling with an ex-girlfriend in Bushwick. Bushwick, wow, that's a new term for that. Hadn't really. So you're canoodling in her Bushwick, eh? Alrighty. The mobile game leads players to virtual creatures located in the real world. Excuse me, using a phone's mapping software to record where each Pokemon is captured. And that means anyone snooping around a player's phone would be able to see his or her whereabouts at a given time. She saw that I had caught a Pokemon while at my ex's house, Scribner said. Oh, dude. Not a smart move. No, 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 no. In Ensenadas, California, two men who fell from a seaside cliff north of San Diego told authorities they became distracted while playing augmented reality game Pokemon Go. The Ensenadas Fire Battalion Chief, Robbie Ford, said that one of the men fell about 50 feet down the bluff in Ensenadas, while the other man fell 80 to 90 feet to the beach below. Ford said that the man who fell to the beach told the San Diego County Sheriff's deputies that he and the other man had been playing smartphone game Pokemon Go, which sends players to real-world locations to capture digital monsters. The man who fell 50 feet down the bluff was rescued by firefighters using ropes and harnesses, and the men were taken to Scripps La Jolla Trauma Center, or La Jolla. La Jolla, that's a la. They were taken there with unspecified injuries described as moderate shortly after their 1 p.m. fall. The fun fact, though, believe it or not, these cell idiots are injured or killed when walking and texting than those texting while driving. They are killed more cell idiots. Okay, read it right. Some cities and at least one ivory tower have set aside designated texting lanes on sidewalks and walkways. Are you shitting me? Are there street poles in them so they have to kind of pay attention to the periphery? I don't think so. You need to put street poles in those texting lanes so that occasionally they have to look up. Wow. How about this one? Auto manufacturers continue to be techno bonkers. So you're up to speed, the pun attempt deliberate, on the unscheduled thrill ride which ensues when your ride randomly engages in its we're all gonna die runaway mode. Have you heard about the new electronic gear shifts which make it challenging to determine what gear it's in? Apparently the Jeep Grand Cherokee is a gem that has a high-tech gear shift that reeks of Rube Goldberg. Gotcha number 1. When in use, the shift lever can be moved forward or backward to select gears. Like the BMW selector, though, it doesn't actually run through a gate. Instead, it returns to its original position. So, instead of moving into a unique position for each gear, the lever simply notifies the driver what gear they're in through a light. Gotcha number 2 is currently the system does sound a chime and display a dashboard warning if the driver opens the door while not in park. Adding insult to injury, the push-button start-stop engine system is unable to shut off the engine when the car is left in park. This terror of technology can get you killed, which, yes, it can. After such headline-grabbing techno-terrors as the runaway car thrill ride and exploding airbags, auto engineers perpetrated the Guess My Gear transmission. Color me thrilled. Which, yeah, they're putting all kinds of shit in there. And I actually asked our area after-sales representative, why all of this BS? Why are you putting all of this nonsense on here? And he said a lot of that shit is federally mandated. So we can blame the car companies all we want because they're actually going along with the federal bullshit, but the Fed is mandating that they do a lot of this bullshit in these cars. Which do you wish to be more pissed at? The ones that are mandating or the ones that are actually doing? It's a toss-up for me. Okay. F-35 is a nuclear-capable weapon of mass destruction that's supposed to be the fighter of the future. When it was undertaken in 2001 at least. Now more than a decade overdue and more than 100% over budget, the plane is expected to cost 1.5 trillion with a T. That's over its useful life. And how long is that useful life? Well, it hasn't become useful yet, apparently. Of which about 400 billion has already been spent. Well, don't you feel special? In January, the Lockheed Martin production facility in Fort Worth, Texas, reported it was well along in the final phase of building the wings of the 100th F-35 constructed by the Bethesda, Maryland company. Of the first 99 F-35s, none are yet operational. Boy, doesn't that give you a warm, fuzzy feeling. That's your tax dollars at work right there, I tell you. I gotta shut Twitter off. It's going nuts. The F-35 isn't even close to fully operational. It can fly only on sunny days, it can't fly at night, and it can't fly in clouds or near lightning. We know this is because the Pentagon tells us so. In a report written for the Secretary of Defense by the Director of Operational Test and Evaluation, dated February 15th of 2013. If the pilot can eject, he'll be lucky not to drown. Wow. The report's executive summary gives a sense of what some of the current restrictions of the F-35 are. Are you ready for this? The aircraft operating limitations prohibit flying the aircraft at night or in instrument meteorological conditions. Hence, pilots must avoid clouds and other weather. These restrictions are in place because testing has not been completed to certify the aircraft for night and instrument flight. In other words, it's a piece of shit, but it's a $400 billion piece of shit, so you should feel special. The F-35, our fighter of the future, will rule the skies as long as all our wars are waged on cloudless, sunny days. Why are we still building this? I don't know. Oh, and here comes the one that snuck in on my computer, and although now that I have learned where to turn all of the privacy things off so they cannot snoop as much as they would like, I'm not saying they cannot snoop because we all know better than that shit, but at least it makes me feel like I have control. Windows 10. Let's yammer about Windows 10, shall we? Have you wondered why they're giving it away? They don't need your money because Windows 10 is spyware. It's a keystroke logger that will grab everything on your computer and upload it to Microsoft Server Farm. After Microsoft uploads it, they can poke around in your bank accounts, private correspondence, business documents, and whatever else amuses them. After which, they auction it off to the highest bidder. Sorry, Sparky, you're not allowed to bid on it. Microsoft swears it's harmless and can be disabled. Several technical publications tested that contention and reported that at best mixed results. It's still watching, recording, and uploading. Our advice? Keep Windows 10 or buy a Mac. In theory, this forced upgrade insanity ends this week, today was the first day at work I did not when I had to open the Internet Explorer browser so that I could go to the corporate website, because that's the one that we have to use. I did not have that nasty little upgrade to Windows 10 now or it won't be free anymore, as if it's free now. It's just that the fees are hidden. Yeah. They lied about ending the forced upgrades too. Excuse me. I happen to know of several people who were forcibly upgraded after Microsoft promised to knock it off. Thanks Windows 10, their computer locked up completely. Yippee skippy. Excuse me. Now in the Big Brother is Watching section, one of the most vile aspects of the brave new world of technology is the way it lends itself to unwarranted intrusions into your daily lives. Capitalists use this unique electronic footprint of the shopper's cell phone to track the shopper's movements through the mall. Public utilities install computerized meters on businesses and homes so they can monitor use and shut off power when they feel the need. They also install intelligent thermostats, allowing a bureaucrat to adjust the temperature in a business or home to suit his, her, or its needs/agenda. Vehicles are so computerized that hackers are now targeting them. Your nosy neighbor doesn't need to peek over the fence anymore. He's using a camera-equipped drone these days. Samsung Smart Television. If you own a smart TV from South Korea tech giant Samsung, every word you say can be captured by the device and beamed over the internet to Samsung and to any other companies with whom it chooses to share your data, which I don't own Samsung, but I probably own something that Samsung produces. Technological advances are a fact of our existence, and so, apparently, are the techno-terrorists who feed off our techno-addictions. Techno-addiction is not, however, etched in stone. Do you really need to replace your fully functional boob tube that with a high-def, 93 feet wide flat screen just to stare at Kim Kardashian's hippo-sized butt? No, no, and no. Do you really need to upgrade to the latest high-definition digital or satellite radio to listen to some bellowing boombox host spout his Kool-Aid-fueled drivel? Stop talking about me like that, Hambo. I resemble that. I like Kool-Aid. It's the Fool-Aid that scares shit out of me. Do you really need that kicked-up cell blight? Or can you get the job done with the one you've got? Do you really need a new computer? Or has that techno addict next door nagged you into it with his relentless, my computer runs circles around yours bragging? Do you really need a car that's so computerized it will randomly engage in we're all gonna die runaway mode? Or that will just let you know, because I have had to deal with several people with this issue, a vehicle that says you are now limited to going 45 miles an hour. Yeah, they do that. We actually had an individual that as he was bringing it in to have some warranty work done on the vehicle, warranty work means it's less than 3 years old, less than 36,000 miles. And he got about 35 miles away, and the computer said, you are now only allowed to go 5 miles an hour. Needless to say, he had to call a tow truck. Gotta love technology. Oh, here you go, Techno Troll Sparky. Do you really want to go there? That is some of the Hambo and Porcus rantings over there on piggazette.com or pigazette.com. So I have shared that link umpteen gazillion times for y'all, and I will go ahead and share it again just because not only does he have the front page full of all kinds of funness, but he's got lots of other pages like the Prattler and Hambo's Hammer and all kinds of other yippy skippy things to go peruse. So, we Borg surrender and suffer the consequences. No, 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 no. Yes, Spanish is hard for Kansans. Ensenadas. Thank you very much. I'm finally catching up. Do I give you a headache, Puerto? That is so funny. Really? Oh. Lose control. Drink 151 and prune juice. Oh, that would make you definitely lose all kinds of control. Wow. Wow. That's not cool. Okay. Dang. That kind of ate up some time, didn't it? Okay. I did that one. I did that one. Did you guys hear about the billionaire that's doing all kinds of way cool shit to, like free energy, and which I hope to God you heard about. I hope you saw it. Because I share in links right and left. I really, really, really like that bicycle thingy. Really do. Let's see. Let's see what else I have. I'm going to scroll way down in my pocket just to see if I can find something that I just haven't gotten to yet. That I thought maybe I should, but I just didn't. Did I do this one? Bloviating Zeppelin. Now that's a fun sounding name, don't you think? Bloviatingzeppelin.net. Knife control. Let's go see. Okay, this is... No, I don't want to go that one. What? Oh, I just gotta share this. This is from this is the post that they put on Tuesday of this week. Demo rat moron says Jews equal termites. Remember the video, the day that Guam tipped over? Well, it was good for a larf. For quite some time. Years, in fact. God bless YouTube. Putting forever the idiocy of politicians out there. Yeah, in this case, the Demoret politician. Let's relive these fateful few entertaining moments once more. And here he has Hank Johnson, a little clip there of him. But from FoxNews.com, congressman who once feared Guam would capsize compares Jewish settlers to termites. I actually kind of agree with him on that one. The Democratic member of the House Armed Services Committee compared Jewish Israeli settlers to termites on Monday while speaking at an event sponsored by Anti-Israel organization that supports boycotts of the Jewish state. Representative Hank Johnson, Democrat of Georgia, launched into a tirade against Israel and its policies towards the Palestinians, comparing Jewish people who live in disputed territories to termites that destroy homes. Johnson also compared Israeli Defense Minister Av, yeah, Lieberman to Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump, a remark which drew vocal agreement from those in the room. Well, instead of just head nodding or silent clapping, let us also not forget that the DNC emails revealed by WikiLeaks illustrated that the entire Demo-Rat party itself minimizes Jews, particularly in the form of Hillary Clinton's opponent, Bernie Sanders. Well, okay, they aren't all bad then, apparently. But that's not the one I wanted to get to, because there was another one that there's just entirely too much. I am going to just share this link, and you'll have to do your own scrolling. I think the name is funny. Circle left. Night flasher, Rooney. Okay, yes. I like the name of that, but I'm not really, yeah. So I'm going to go back to my pocket and see what else is in there. I'm really not seeing anything in my pocket either that's just tripping my trigger. So, apparently, I'm going to have to go with circles, honey. You're going to have to hear this in the morning. This just really looks very... Okay, if you've eaten already, I'm sorry. This is from english.astroawani.com. Indonesia's Jamban Cafe serves up stomach-churning food, which, wow. The toilet-themed cafe, where customers dine on meatballs floating in a soup-filled latrines, may not be everyone's idea of haute cuisine. But Indonesians are flocking to become privy to the latest lavatorial trend. Guests at the Jamba Cafe sit on upright toilets around a table where food is served in squat loos. Oh, God. On a recent visit to the venue in Semarang on Java Island, traditional Indonesian bakso, a type of meatball, bobbed in a murky soup in one toilet. Oh, Lord. While a second contained a brightly colored alcohol-free cocktail. Wow. For those who found the whole experience too nauseating, there was a sick bag hanging by the entrance, which, wow. I probably, Other places, such as Taiwan and Russia, are home to similar themed restaurants, but Indonesia's modest version has a key difference. It aims to educate people about sanitation and encourage the increased use of toilets. I was disgusted at first, but eventually ate some of the food out of curiosity, said customer Mukados, who is a 27-year-old and, like many Indonesians, goes by one name. I think the idea is pretty interesting because if you try to have a campaign without a gimmick like this, the information won't stick, which, hey, that beverage actually does look quite yummy. Another customer, 15-year-old Anissa Day, conceded she initially found the toilet treats a bit unappealing, but felt somewhat reassured after the owner told me that the food was clean and hygienic, which, okay, it's in porcelain containers, and if they have never been used for the other purpose that they look like they're designed for, I might have a go at it. Might maybe almost kind of sort of. I don't know. Man, I'd have to really work up the appetite for that. The cafe, whose name is Jamban, means toilet in Indonesian and has been open since April and currently only welcomes small groups who book ahead. Owner Budi Laksono, a public health expert who used to work for the local government, hosts discussions with customers and shows them videos as he seeks to encourage people to use dedicated facilities for their bodily functions. Oh, man. Millions of Indonesians live below the poverty line, and the country has one of the world's highest rates of open defecation. Defecating outside and not in the designated toilet, a practice blamed for spreading disease, which, yeah, could be. This cafe serves as a reminder that many people in Indonesia still do not have toilets, he says. However, he admitted that his unusual approach has sparked some controversy in the Muslim-majority country. Many critics say the cafe is inappropriate and against Islamic law. I want to see this Islamic rule book because, man, if you have a law that says you cannot eat out of a toilet, oy. Let's see. And you know what? I'm reading the little bit here in the that I'm seeing. Even if Russia did the hack, which I highly doubt that Russia did the hack, it was probably somebody did the hack blaming Russia because that's their job, is to hack things and make it look like the boogeyman of the day. So, not the same spelling, Grim. Close. Close, but no cookie. I don't know if I could. Wow, that would be definitely. I would have to be really, really hungry, I think, or drunk, or something. Hi, Bo Diddy. Let's see. Oh, well, if Bo is on, let's go check and see if that is up. I'm thinking not. Okay. I am going to go back to Oopie. Oopie. And Oopie really doesn't look like it. Wow, what the heck? Is that all you guys are going to have on is the freaking nonsense with Shitlery and Trumpelstiltskin? Where's some fun stuff? Am I going to have to go to Fark? There's a mystery pooper targeting holes of a Norwegian golf course. That would be hilarious. You know, you get a hole in one, you reach in to get your ball, and it comes out gooey. Ew. That would be rather funny, though. I don't play golf, so there you go. Oh, my goodness. Over on Oopie. A job listing for assistant features unfortunate abbreviation. Yeah, the ass manager needed in Sidcup. Apply within. The job advert's awkward typo or typing error on a job advert in Bromley, United Kingdom, left the British Heart Foundation charity shop searching for a candidate to fill an ass manager. Well, that could be quite descriptive of the other employees. Could be. That does look rather funny, though. Where's it? I gotta click on the original, see if there's anything. Nope. Nope. That just takes me to Facebook. So, anybody want a job as an ass manager? You do realize that, yeah, you're going to have to deal with asses of all flavors. Just putting that out there. And yes, every country does spy on the other countries because that's what they do. I understand that, Buetta. And yet, I wonder how much of that spying is our own country blaming someone else for spying. You know? Oh, goody. Zika or Ebola. I heard Jules talking about that the other day. It's like, really? Huh. Okay, over here on Fark. Let's see. Damn, it's hard. It is. Oh, here we go. This looks rather interesting. This is from the dailymail.co.uk. Okay, it's a headline. You know how those things are. Colorado man forced to pay $730 a month in child support to ex-wife despite DNA test proving he is not the father of her child. Colorado man who spent 11 years believing he had fathered a daughter with his ex-wife is now fighting to stop paying child support after discovering the girl isn't actually his, which, okay, that is in and of itself is kind of chicken shit because you were daddy for 11 years. And now that you find out that biologically she is not yours, you just magically are no longer daddy? What an ass. You magically don't want to pay? That's not cool. Not in my books. Chris Atkins, 48, is legally obliged to pay $730 each month to his ex-wife, Lori Lundquist, despite a DNA test recently proving that he is not the child's biological father. Atkins says he had only been dating Lori a short time when she told him that she was pregnant. The two married in 2000 before the child was born, but split up 2.5 years later, with Atkins paying child support ever since. However, during a fight, Lundquist blurted out that the girl did not belong to Atkins, setting in motion a nasty parental rights battle. Okay, she's a bitch for doing that, and he's an ass for saying, oh, those 11 years, fuck you. I ain't paying no more. I think you're both wrong. You know why? Because your daughter is the one that's going to pay for this shit, assholes. Atkins' daughter is now 15. However, he says he has not been allowed to see her for 4 years. Well, that is bullshit as well. He says that while the courts can force him to pay child support, he is still not allowed visitation. And that is bullshit. That is bullshit. I just want my daughter, but I can't even see her. But yet I'm still paying child support. And the biological father has been found, and he gets to spend time with her. And I don't get nothing. Okay. Now, see, I'm hearing more of the story, so I got to change my opinion because I jumped to conclusions and called him an ass, and which I still think is kind of chicken shit. Because it is your daughter, hun. Biological or not, she is your daughter. Lundquist insisted Atkins abandoned any relationship with her daughter when he learned she wasn't biologically his. Atkins denied and said that Lundquist refused to facilitate visits, which he said, she said, child is losing out. Both of you, be adults. I know it's hard to be an adult sometimes, but come on, step up. Furthermore, she's trying to get him to relinquish his parental rights so that her daughter can take the surname of Lundquist's current partner, who she will soon marry. Oh my God! Now this is not pretty. This is fugly. This is bullshit. This is a child that's getting fucked with. That's what this is. Lundquist said that she would agree to stop collecting child support from Atkins if he would agree to terminate his parental rights. Single finger salute time. When asked if she was being greedy by Fox, Lundquist said, "Maybe, but I don't feel bad about it. I really don't." Oh, there's a second single finger salute. Now you're number one on both hands. Legal experts say the process to give up parental rights is cumbersome because it requires someone to step in and have their name recorded on the birth certificate. The obvious choice would be the girl's biological father. However, he is not willing, and yet he gets visitation. Atkins says he will continue to fight, but does not know what the outcome will be. And you know, I don't want pity. I just want everybody to know this is happening, he said. It's not right. It's not right. Which, no, it is not right. As it stands, he is required to continue to pay child support for another 4 years or until the girl turns 19. What is the age of consent for a minor in Colorado for her to petition the court? Inquiring minds of all of you intelligent people out there. Yeah, I remember all the leper jokes and the leper jokes and all that other fun stuff. Zikabola? Yippee-ha. Zikabolaria pox. Oh, that's a nasty shit right there, let me tell ya. Leper hockey game, face off in the corner. That's just gross. Wow, that's just gross. Okay. I'm gonna go back to Fark, seeing as how Fark is at least somewhat fruitful, and that article just really pissed me off. Okay, Dad, I feel bad for you, and yeah, it sucks, and I think you need to. Wow, I don't know what you need to do, but that just totally sucks all the way around. And I really, really hate that headline. But see, headlines can be so. That's one of those things that Jules talked about the other day over there on UCY.tv, and I have noticed it myself multiple times that a headline will imply one thing and the actual story is completely different. And yeah, I've been caught by that. And this is one of those where, yeah, okay, kiss my ass. Colorado man is forced to pay the child support, which is bullshit when he's not the child and not being given visitation. But if this is his daughter, if he wishes to retain her as his daughter legally, whatever, then he needs to keep up the fight, and Mom needs to quit being such a biatch. That's my opinion, for what it's worth. Wow. Okay. Here is a Fark one that's originally from news.com.au. This question about gender identity has 33 possible answers. 33? Really? I did not know there was that many genders. It seems like a simple question. Which of the following terms do you feel best describes your gender? But there are 33 possible responses to this question in the Australian Sex Survey, which is being conducted by researchers at the Queensland University of Technology. Wow. What's the date on this? Today. They've partnered with the Australian sex party, adultmatchmaker.com.au, and adult industry lobby group, the Eros Association, to create a 15-minute anonymous survey about sex lives. We're looking at the changing face of gender. No, gender is, there's two genders. There's boy or girl. There's two genders, period. There's two. Okay, there's some people that have a little bit of both. But don't we all? We all start out that way, don't we? Oh. Okay, we're looking at the changing face of gender and how it plays a part in making a decision about choosing a partner. Most people's description of gender is very pigeonholed, either male or female. Okay, I must reside in a pigeonhole. But there are so many new categories of different gender identities which allow people to identify across a spectrum. Really? The survey is open for the next 8 weeks, and preliminary findings will be presented around Christmas. Oh, phooey. Caitlyn Jenner, oh, no, ick. The World Health Organization defines gender as the socially constructed roles, behaviors, activities, and attributes that a given society considers appropriate for men and women. Wow. Talk about making the mud a little more murky. Thanks to the high-profile transgender women like Caitlyn Jenner and Orange is the New Black's Laverne Cox, as well as shows like Transparent, our understanding of gender identity is expanding. We now know that it's possible for people to not to identify with the gender that they were born as. Okay, I get that. I get that people identify as African American even though they are actually more glow in the dark than I am. I get that. You can identify with whatever you wish. Doesn't make it so. Plus, many people see gender as a fluid, non-binary concept. That is, they don't identify as either a man or a woman, so you're an it. Okay. Ruby Rose identifies as gender fluid. There's another term for that. I'm very gender fluid and feel more like I wake up every day sort of gender neutral. Well, I'm happy for you, honey. With all this in mind, we've defined all 33 of these responses with the help of the Gender Center. So, are you ready for this? Woman, man, transgender woman, trans person, trans man, trans woman, female to male, male to female, transsexual, cisgender. What the hell is cisgender? Cis female, cis male, gender non-conforming, non-gender, non-binary, neutros, gender fluid, gender queer, demi-gender, demi-girl, demi-boy, a gender that's wow. Intergender, intersex, pangender, polygender, omnigender, bigender, androgen or androgyny, yeah, whatever. Third gender and trigender. How many of those say the same fucking thing? Oh, here we go. We have definitions. Maybe I'll have time to get through them all. Woman is a person born as a female who identifies as a female. Wow. Thanks for that clarification. I think that's me. Man, a person born as a male who identifies as a male. Wow, I happen to know quite a few of those as well. Transgender man, a person who was assigned female at birth but now identifies as a man. Some trans people choose to undergo gender reassignment surgeries, while others prefer not to, but still identify as a different gender. Because I don't want the commitment, don't you know? I want the perks without the commitment. That's like having your cake and eating it too. Transgender woman is a person who is assigned male at birth, but who identifies as a woman. Trans person, this means transsexual or transgender. A transsexual is a person who emotionally, excuse me, and psychologically feels that they belong to the opposite sex, which is pretty much covered by transgender man or transgender woman. Trans man is someone who was assigned female at birth but now identifies as a man. Once again, said before. Trans woman, assigned as male at birth but who identifies as woman. Once again, assigned before. Female to male. This term is often abbreviated to FTM, refers to transsexual or transgender man. Once again, previously stated. Court of law, somebody would have fun with this shit. Male to female. Okay, stated previously. Transsexual. A person who emotionally and psychologically feels that they belong to the opposite sex. Transsexuals are people who transition from one sex to another, usually through dress, hormone therapy, etc., etc., etc. Cisgender. I wanted to find out what this was. A person who identifies with the gender of which they were born. For example, if someone is born a female and identifies as a woman. What the fuck? Once again, previously stated. So a cis female is short for cisgender. So a cisgender female is a female who identifies as a woman. God. Do you people not have anything else to do? How many cubicle boys came up with this shit? Y'all with your little pocket protectors, even though all you carry around is a little frickin' stylus, you still got a goddamn pocket protector. What the hell? Gender nonconforming. This is a person who does not identify with either the male or the female genders. They wish to be a dog. Okay, I added that last part. Non-gender is a person who does not identify with any gender in particular, which was just stated previously. Non-binary is a person who does not identify entirely with either the female or male genders. They may identify somewhere in the spectrum. Neutros is a non-binary gender identity which is considered to be a neutral or null gender. This is really hurting my brain. Gender fluid is a person who does not identify entirely either as a female or a male. A genderqueer is an overarching term used to describe people who do not identify exclusively as either male or female, which is pretty much gender fluid, which is just gross. Demigender, this term is an umbrella term for non-binary gender identities that have a partial connection to a certain gender. Let's get a little more ambiguous, shall we? A demi-girl can also be a demi-woman or a demi-female who identifies partly with being a woman or has feminine characteristics. They may have been assigned female at birth, but they also have been born as a male, or also could have been born as a male. So I'm thinking a demi-girl is someone that's flat-chested, but has the female parts down below. Demi-boy, who identifies partially with being a man or masculine characteristics. Do they have moobs? Agender pretty much means without gender, so they have no genitalia. Intergender, people with a gender identity that is in the middle between the binary gender. I'm just totally confused. So I'm just going to pass this, because to me this is like, I'm just really confused. Banana benders. Oh, thanks, Mary B. Okay. Wow. I Yeah, Graham, they did leave out Unix. I Demi Moore, yes. What about Demi Moore? I don't know, and I don't want to know. That's just really weird. Okay. Well, y'all been listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair here on RealLibertyMedia.com, Channel 3, also on the RLM TuneIn station, the RLM Internet Radio station, and the RLM Spreaker station. Wow. This has most definitely been a Freaker Friday. Be sure to stick around or come back later because Grim and Moosey will be on with the Freakers Ball. Hopefully Solomon will be calling in. Always entertaining and informative when he calls in. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock my time, which is the time that the Cosmos is set with, but it's 10 o'clock Eastern time, is Solvanor with the Solvanor event over on UCY TV or .tv. Then, directly following that, will be Flasharoonie and myself, and whomever wishes to join us, along with the lovely Circling, who is the techno person for Flash, because, well, he's Flash. And we will be hosting the Dork Table tomorrow. Then, as soon as the Dork Table is over, I'm heading out because I'm going to go see my mama and my eldest brother, which is why Fudd is not on this evening, because he's down at Mom's. Let's see. Then tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, Kira with the Bridge. Tomorrow evening, Bo Diddy with some bodacious tunage. Then Sunday at noon Eastern Time, 11 o'clock my time. Once again, the time with the Cosmos is Grimner with the blues that will lead you into Hal Anthony, where he will take your ass behind the woodshed and open up a can. Whoop ass on you. All the while, crickets will be sitting in the bleachers, munching popcorn, sipping adult beverages, having a damn good time watching you get yo ass whooped. I will be back next week, Wednesday, same batty time, same batty channel, for Grammy's Wackadoodle Wednesday edition of the Rock